Good morning, fabulous tax world. Today I want to talk about the main differences between contractors and employees. A lot of business owners, when they first set up their business, just hire everyone either as a contractor or as an employee. But did you know that the IRS actually has a test for that kind of thing? And they get really, really cranky if you pay someone as a 1099 and they're supposed to be an employee, or if you pay someone as an employee and they're supposed to be a contractor. The IRS wants those particular designations and how you pay people and how you withhold taxes on those people to be very clear and very specific. So I'm going to put a link to the IRS's website down below because they have a great, it's a list of 20 factors, there's publications, there's lots of details in here, lots of examples, okay, so you can kind of read through and look at some of those examples. But there are three primary points and how the IRS distinguishes someone that should be an employee, paid as an employee, where you, the business owner, are withholding taxes, paying payroll taxes on that employee, versus someone that is paid as a contractor, which means if you're paying them $100, you're paying them $100 and that's it. So the three common rules, okay, the first one is behavioral. So do you control this person, right? Do you tell them what to do, how to work, when to show up, how they're supposed to do their job, right, which would be an employee? Or do you tell them, I need this result, go, right? Go get me this result. You're allowed to say, get me this result by this day, okay? But that's pretty much it as far as control on a contractor. And now the second level is financial. So how are you paying them? Are they being paid by the hour? Are they being paid by so by the hour might be more of an employee. By the contract might be more of a contractor. Okay, so I'm going to do this job for this amount of money. Okay. Now that one's a little more funny because you can pay contractors by the hour, right? So that one's a little more subjective. The IRS does have what they call the 20-factor list, which helps you decide, kind of which way this should go, employee or contractor. The third one is the type of relationship. So are there written contracts, right? With both employees and contractors, you'd have contracts, but the employee contracts would be very different, right? Versus a contractor contract is, again, more like, here's the job, here's the money, go do it, right? Go get it done. Do you get coverage for pension? Do you get vacation pay? Do you get insurance coverage? Those kinds of things. If you have coverages like that, health insurance, right, that is definitely an employee. The IRS is not going to let you get away with paying that person as a 1099 contractor. So even though 1099 contractor payments are much, much, much better for a business owner, right? Because you don't have to worry about benefits. You don't have to pay the 7.65% self-employment tax on an employee. You may not have a choice, okay? Now, on the other side of that, you may have been paying all of your people as employees, but they should be contractors, okay? That's 7.65% of your money that could go back into your pocket. Huge savings potential. So one of the things I highly recommend, here we are again at the beginning of the year, I would highly, highly recommend that you take a look at your employees, take a look at these factors. If you have questions, of course, you can reach out to us. We do surveys for this type of thing to help figure out whether it should be employee or a contractor. Definitely have a chat. If you don't have a CPA, chat with your CPA. See if this is something that they can help you with. And make sure that you're not overpaying any taxes. You guys know how much that drives me insane. So that is your tip for today. Double check all your people for employee versus contractor status. One thing I wanted to point out, there was one other little really cool fact. You can pay the same person in two different ways. So you can pay them part as W-2 and part as contractor. With a lot of small businesses, you get an employee that does multiple jobs for your company, right? They do multiple things. So you are allowed to pay them as two separate jobs effectively, right? So let's say you had someone that worked as an administrative assistant. And here, I'm local to Arizona in the US. Here in Arizona, if you have an administrative assistant, they are automatically a W-2, period, right? However, if that administrative assistant also helps post your social media accounts and they get paid $50 per lead that they bring in, right, that closes to your business, that would be more of a salesperson, and that could be more of a 1099. So you can pay the same person in two different ways, as long as you have justification as to why you're doing that. So thought I would share one of my favorite tips. Don't overpay those self-employment taxes. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. We'll put the link for both Tax Goddess as well as the IRS page on how to determine in the 20-factor list down in the notes below. So have a great day, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye.